I've got to tell you, Maria Tran isn't easy to catch. We have found her, I think, in Melbourne this morning. She's off to Tasmania next week. She's already been to Adelaide and Perth and Darwin, and 2 weeks ago it was Brisbane. Here is a little of Maria's video diary from her time in our city.
First destination is Brisbane, and heading there to do a newspaper photo shoot with the Southern Star, and also to meet my first camera operator, Colin Fong, who's going to be on board of the quest for Jackie Chan. So it's going to be quite exciting to work with other people around Australia as well. Driving in Brisbane.
Con phải cẩn thận với nhau, cái mobile phone nó quan trọng lắm á.
Yeah.
Okay, bye bye.
Thanks, bye. Okay, Mom just sent me Express Post, Jackie Chan. And now, last few days, I lost the original one, so before I went, I had to really spend 3 hours trying to make the last one. The problem is, I don't know how to sew the nose. That's probably the hardest to sew in terms of the Jackie Chan doll. So this is the second version of Jackie Chan that Mum made. She made the nose as well, so it's got nicer hair. This time it's more real, like carpet.
Maria Tran, welcome to 612 ABC Brisbane.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. That is a Jackie Chan doll that you were opening there, if people didn't pick up on that. Let's start off with Brisbane's links to Jackie Chan. People would probably remember him filming First Strike here in the mid-1990s. I guess that's the main connection, is it, between our city and Jackie Chan?
That's right. And I think there was a lot of people who were connected by, working on set, or even when he was filming in Chinatown or Underwater World. There were people who were bystanders who even seen a little bit of Jackie Chan's hair or a little bit of his snippets of his face, and they would recollect, being quite, proud to have sort of seen him in the flesh.
Samantha Liu, who was a Channel 7 TV reporter at the time, went on to become Mrs. Kieran Perkins. She plays herself in the film, and it was, of course, shot also at the Old Museum. It's a great film to watch if you've never seen it. I think I remember ordering it on DVD from overseas because it was released overseas before it was released here, and it's just great to see him and the baddies just tearing apart such iconic Brisbane buildings and smashing up, and in that shopping centre, the scene where he's fighting on top of the glass elevator. It's just brilliant to watch.
Yeah, I guess in a way it's sort of, because Australia is so far away from the rest of the world, it's so great to see him, made an attempt to make a film. Actually made 2 films in Australia, but, one of them in Brisbane, because Brisbane's so nice and so warm, and the atmosphere is great. And the fact that he did make an effort to come out there to make a film, it's sort of, it's great to see that.
So you're travelling around Australia and you're filming as you go, looking for these sort of connections between Jackie Chan and Australia. What's the point of all this? What's the end point of all this?
Well, I guess I just sort of want to meet Jackie Chan. At the same time, I'm trying to make films in Australia. I want to make films of the action film genre, and I guess in a way, prior to that, I haven't actually being given that chance. Made a few independent films here and there, and after that, the opportunities kind of just dried up, and I thought to myself, well, what's next? What do I do next? And then one of my colleagues said, why don't you find Jackie Chan? I'm like, excuse me? We're talking about Jackie Chan, the biggest star in the whole world, probably the universe, most iconic kung fu martial artist guy. You're telling me to go find him? First off, I'm in Australia. How the heck am I going to find this guy? He's not even in the country. And then, she said, well, first off, his parents lived here, he used to make a film here. And then I thought, wait a minute, why don't I find these people who've had connections with him, or have met him, or have seen him? I want to hear their stories, what they have to say about it.
Does Jackie Chan know that you're on this quest to find Jackie Chan and his connections with Australia?
Well, the thing is, Jackie Chan is very social media savvy. Now, I haven't had successfully a phone call or anything, but if I had people on the Twitter, on the Facebook, on the website, on the blog spot, I keep on uploading things that I think at the moment are confusing people. That some people think that Jackie Chan's in Australia, but I'm saying no, it's a quest for Jackie Chan. So I guess his people who are on his Twitter campaign and stuff have sort of been following it up. They keep on posting little things here and there, or on my blog spot. So I'm pretty sure for Jackie Chan, he he would probably know that this is happening.
And is it true you're sending him postcards from every port of call as you travel around Australia?
Yeah, what's happening is each place I go, I meet a selection of people who I interview or who interact, and they get to sign or write, a little bit of a message to Jackie Chan. So again, I'm going for the snail mail, emails, whatever it is to contact Jackie Chan. Yep, that's how I'm going about it.
Do you need any more Brisbane stories about Jackie Chan? I know I said you were here a couple of weeks ago, and you're travelling around Australia fairly rapidly over about 2 or 3 weeks. But if there are more stories, if people listening to this morning have a connection with Jackie Chan, could you see yourself coming back up here to film more interviews, to catch up with more people in Brisbane?
Yes, I can. If there is any more stories, please email me. I think maria.tran@questforjackiechan.com. I think what I came to find out about this quest was, even though, yes, I want to meet Jackie Chan, but the beauty of this project is actually the people's stories, the fans or people who've met him or who've worked with him, and how when they share their insights about their experiences, I think that is what makes this project happen.
Do you think he sold out when he moved into the English language films as a Jackie Chan film? What are your thoughts on that?
I enjoy his Hong Kong sort of Chinese films. I think when he moved over, at the same time, I kind of pay homage to, hey, this guy's broken over 200 bones, made over 100 films. I'm thinking, hey, if I was Jackie Chan, then as much as people or the audience might get, we like your old school films, Jackie Chan, make more of that. But hey, you've done pretty well for a guy at your age, hitting your 60s and doing all that. So good on you.
Does all his own stunts, and I wouldn't have seen a Jackie Chan film at all if it hadn't been for First Strike. I think that was the first one that I saw. That's the one, of course, filmed here in Brisbane. Well, great to catch up with you, Maria. And if you swing back through Brisbane, you must pop into the studio and say good day to us. And the questforjackiechan.com is the website. People can catch up with you there. Thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you. Bye.
Take care. Bye.